So about 2 or 3 days ago, I bought um, Gamma World, Legion of Gold. I had the actual whole set of. There's 3 boxes. This came out right around the time that fourth edition Dungeons and Dragons came out, so they used the same rule set. My opinion is what made fourth edition fail in D&D actually helps this game out. That rule set is far more uh, works far more better with a tabletop, more traditional, almost. It's not a board game, but it's almost like a board game. There's cards, there's tokens. With that said, I had the whole set, gave it away to a friend who was moving away, and so now I'm crawling and scrapping to get unopened boxes of everything. I was able to get this on uh, not Ace Day, but eBay for I think it was $15, which was a steal. All right, so I'm going to open it up, and let's see. Let's try and do this. So each one of these box sets comes with a booklet. They're pretty thick booklets, and tokens and some cards. I believe in this one, Legion of Gold, they introduced the Cryptic Alliances. Gamma World, by the way. Oh, if you are a fan of Gamma World, this deviates somewhat from Gamma World, but in a good way. The old Gamma World from the 70s and 80s, it was basically the idea that there was this nuclear, fallout, and everybody died or they mutated, pretty much, and that was the aftermath. This goes a little beyond that. This says that the Hadron Collider, which is, I believe, in France, something happens, and all realities kind of converge onto our world, and I guess in that way, the world, radiation and whatnot. So it is still a little bit, there was nuclear detonations occurring and that whatnot, but then you also have all these realities. So without further ado, I know it's supposed to be unboxing. Now, in this box, you really couldn't use. I mean, I guess you could use it to carry the material around. The main rule book is the actual box that you use to carry around. Okay. All right. Wow. So first, you have some advertisement. And this was when fourth edition was out. I have played all editions of Dungeons and Dragons, including fourth edition, though I've never ran fourth edition. I did not like fourth edition. Again, though, that is fourth edition for D&D, but it works so well. So anyway, you get plastic wrap of the cards. Oh, and there's mats. And let me tell you, actually, this I ran. And in some ways, this is a great thing. In some ways, it's not. Because what happens is, and this is very much a fourth edition thing, it's kind of created so that you will have what's called encounters. And these encounters are very set. It does not lend itself to a sandbox style. It can. You can definitely run fourth edition, and especially like fourth edition Gamma World, but it's so much nicer to have it all made out for you. So I'll explain what that means. So again, these cards, these are mutations, and also I don't really remember what they call them. I think they're artifacts. So there's powers, if you want to call them that, and also artifacts like electronical devices and whatnot. So let me show you for this one the maps. They are pretty small. I don't know, they're okay size. There's a lot on them though. And forgive me for the horrible camera quality, picture quality. So as you see, very inexpensive paper. Be careful with your maps. I've learned that the hard way. You can laminate them, I would think. That would be a neat idea. So there are 2 of those maps. And I'll show you the other one. And I cannot remember, to be honest, what the Legion of Gold is about. I mean, I kind of remember it from the 70s, and I don't think they really deviated all that much. But again, these are very beautiful maps. There's some irradiated fields. All right. Then the expansion book, it comes with it. This is probably, let me see here. I'm looking at, well, I don't know. Wow, no page numbers. I didn't know that. Anyway, I believe they're around 60 to 80 pages, maybe a little bit more. These are digest-sized books. And I won't go into the rules too far, but they do give you, each book, there's the basic book or the main book, and then each book from the expansion sets, which is what this is, will give you character options, what they call origins. And it can be anything from I'll just go through a few of them in here. Octopi, photonic, reanimator, regenerator, vampiric. So you're going to see sci-fi and also fantasy and also horror things mixed together in here. Because of the reality. So then what it does, so besides having the crunchy player things, this one, the expansions are modules, like old school story or storylines. Besides this book, which I cannot iterate just how nice these books are, all full color, there's also tokens. And I have to say, for someone who hates tokens, I kind of got into the tokens. So there's actually, there's actually a lot of them. I think there's about 6. I'm counting 4. I'm sorry. 4 real thick cardstock tokens. And I'll just, so these are around human size. And these are, I think, large. And what they have done in this edition, they kept with the, all the way back to the original set of Gamma World. So there's things like hops and hoppers and batters, those type of monsters. Of course, redone in these really beautiful. And let me tell you, the tokens. The tokens correspond to the book. So if you need 9 of a certain creature, you get 9 of a certain creature, which is kind of the one drawback. I mean, I would really have loved if they just had tokens of all the monsters. Actually, I think they do. Now that I say that, in the main pack, I think they do have tokens of all the monsters in the main pack. So that is, and let me show it to you again. Again, I'm sorry for that is the Legion of Gold. Now, unfortunately, when 4th edition went away, so did this. This was pretty much a one-shot deal. And that's really sad because, I mean, the qualities of, and I want to also say, in a way, what makes this game so beautiful is that it doesn't take itself seriously. So, the introduction is, well, the world's been all shot to hell. It's down the toilet, and people are just basically uh, you know, they're struggling to survive, and because not only is it a nuclear wasteland now, but also there's all these different realities taking over. So it reiterates this by the year is now 20 whatever, or it's just a monkey slap slap, you know, some bizarre little saying that people put together to tell time now. And that's throughout the whole entire series of game sets in this line. So again, this is Gamma World, 4th edition D&D Gamma World. Again, 4th edition D&D, in my opinion, utter failure. And I know somebody's going to hate on that. But for this set and the way it's presented, the way it works out, perfect rule set for this. And I think part of that is because 4th edition D&D was held up to what D&D was before. Gamma World, unlike D&D, I mean, it has kind of, the setting has pretty much stayed the same, but the rule sets have just gone from one thing to the next to the next. So there's never really been that sacred cow to kill that D&D had. So that, and also I think they used the 4th edition rules to its fullest in this game. You do still have levels, but it's not such a difficult thing as it is in D&D. You are what you are. You get 2 origins and that's it. So it's the character's made, roll the dice. So again, D&D 4th edition Gamma World. If you can, I strongly recommend get it now. Though they're right on the cusp of being impossible to find. The main rule set, which actually has the box that you can use to carry everything in, that's now at around $50 to $100. And I don't remember. I think I originally paid $30 for it when it came out. Yeah. So thanks again for watching. Until next time.